Do you love Julius Malema? Do you love what he says? If you watch this video, you will hear everything he says in this video. Let's watch.
So as it stands now, Floyd is exploring towards a political party or not. Chances are he might establish a political party. That's what it looks like to us. What happens in 2029? A conversation around working together. Maybe he'll have something to barter with. Is that something that you'll be open to, or does the betrayal or personal afflictions are so great that you're not willing to have that consideration yet, or is it too soon to ask such a question?
No, it's not too soon. I speak to anyone. I speak to people who have done worse things to me in life. Worse. I mean, what Floyd did was, compared to what people did to me, is nothing. So I talk to everyone. I met Mbuyiseni at the ZCC.
Church,
St. Agnes. I went to greet him. He was facing the other way. I went to him and I went to greet him. So I have no problem at all. You know, CD, I think one of the things that make me survive is that I'm the only child. So I've never sought anyone's protection or endorsement or anything. I know I have to fight for my things. I have to fight for myself. So there's no brother who has ever said, hey, what's better what sanjike babet self. And then I go better go wija but that was 10.
There's a personal cost story of being Julius Malema.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I actually had a conversation with Matlats about this once, because at some point we're laughing at the fact that you and boy Mama Bolo were actually like seen as two peas in a pod. So when you look at him today and I look at you today, even looking at Josie Butani, the cost of the relationships, the personal bits of this journey, when you reflect on that, what goes through your mind?
Nothing. I mean, to call Mbuyiseni an ice boy was an extreme insult. Mbuyiseni had a role to play, was a spokesperson, was a commissar, was this. Boy Mama Bolo was my ice boy. I used to send him to fetch girls, send him to buy ice, send him to go buy alcohol. He had no opinion. It's even now, he doesn't have an opinion. So he was useful for such things. So when you lose a nanny, you get another nanny. And then you want to remember the other nanny. I mean, I don't have time for that. He had a problem because he thought he was better than Jacob Lebo. And he thought I was favoring Jacob Lebo over him. They are both Jacobs, by the way.
Yes.
So he thought I was favoring Lebo over him. And then I said, no, but he's got nothing to offer. Like nothing. You know, if a person stops a discussion to call someone with a private part, you must know they've got nothing to offer. And not in English. You know, to be called those things in English, they sound a bit better. It's an undesirable person. So now I don't, and then you say I must sit here and have a regret. No, I can't.
I don't regret. How do you feel about it?
I don't feel anything. And then Josie. What's about Josie when he resigned from the legislature? I was called by Tumi Mukwena. I remember my former lawyer. I don't know, this guy is gone. I don't know, you're mad. It's not going to happen. And then I said, let's put him on the line. He said, Josie, I hear you have resigned from the legislature. Leave those things. I hear you have resigned from the legislature. He said, yes. I said, okay, no, sharp. No problem. And then that's where the conversation stopped. Because that's what was bringing us together, the organization. So I must hear from the streets, and the EFF must hear from the ANC, because the speaker is ANC, saying to the EFF, the person has resigned. It's unfair. So, and then that's how it ended. I never did anything wrong to Jews. What he does, then he leaves the EFF. He insults me, insults my mother, he insults my grandmother, calls me with all types of things. And then apparently, allegedly tried to commit suicide. And he was in coma for a very long time.
Which you used as a pot shot at a rally.
Yeah, and then they call me. Or Josie is in a hospital. Can we please move him from public hospital into a private hospital so that he can recover? I said, no, I'm not going to do it. You guys like testing me. I've not done anything to anyone. I'm just sitting here enjoying my own freedom. Came with 1994. A person insults me, I don't respond. Even these ones who are trying to form parties, they try taking jabs at me. I'm not going to respond.
People are wondering why you didn't say anything about Floyd. Even
Nature will resolve them. It's not me. I'm not God. I don't control what they do. But look at all of them. You can single them out. You can actually leave that thing you are doing of studying politics in Africa. Just study those who left the EFF and where they are. Do a thesis on that. They are going to take your honors into masters straight. Because, hey, they are hobos. Even the ones that Floyd is with in MK and in the new thing of theirs. Maibuye. They are calling me.
They also suggest that your councillors are also calling him.
They can call him. Me. They can call him. They can go. I don't have a problem. They can go. They are not the best of society. We did many of them favors. Many. They can go. That's when we're trying to attract quantity. Now we are working on quality. Anyone who comes with a tendency that suggests this person is not with us in the EFF in a genuine sense, we don't waste time. We show you the doors same time. We can't be killed by people who are with us here. And whether you call us anything you want to call us, we'll do everything to survive. Everything. We're not going to be beaten and get eaten alive, because when we act, we're going to be called dictators or going to be called anything. How do you leave EFFs and say it's an organization of dictators, and you go into an organization of a person who can make a decree? A president can make a decree. There's no such a thing in the EFF where I can just wake up and announce that the whole thing is reshuffled. We've got a new team. No. So I'm not shaken by anything, because I know their individual capacity. I know what they are capable of and what they are not capable of. So some of them can't look after themselves. They can't. So to look after an organization.
You know, the question of your presidency, it's been 12 years of you at the helm in the EFF. I find that it gets a bit tricky for the party to discuss it when it's at conference, because it's a heated, it's tense, it's a conference. Is there room for a conversation about a EFF without Malema and Malema without an EFF presidency in between?
I don't get that.
So the conversation about you continuing as president, it often comes up when you guys are going to conferences. A part of me wonders whether or not there's room for a conversation to happen now when there is no conference about whether or not your continued stay is what the party needs best, and whether or not it's also what's best for you.
I hope you heard what he says. What is your own opinion? Drop it in the comment section. Let's know what you think. But for me, if I may add up, Julius Malema is a good politician and he is a good man. So that is my own. Thank you for watching. For more news and updates like this, subscribe. See you in my next upload, and bye for now.